Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. My name is Adrielle and I am currently telling a story of my life dating back from January 2016. Last episode I talked about moving to Atlanta, Georgia and my first 2 weeks-ish in Atlanta. So now I'm going to start from the month of September. So it's September, I am taking my classes. I am struggling in one of my classes. I am struggling in microeconomics. Basically the class is advanced calculus and I have been far removed from school. So I am struggling, the whole class seems to be struggling as well, but I'm just gonna go with it. Now, as far as my friendship with Crystal goes, it continues to get funny. So what I've noticed with Crystal is that she had this thing of kind of bailing on me. So the weekend of Labor Day, she told me she was going to come over and sleep over. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to get my place together. I'm a cook for you to come because you might be hungry. Just do a whole bunch of that stuff. Just let me know when you're on your way. Cool. She also tells me that her friend is coming into town and that she's going to go have lunch with her. And then after that, she's going to come and see me. Cool. So the day is going by. I'm getting the place ready and I cook and I see her, on Snapchat with her friend, blah, blah, blah. The next thing you know, I see them at a concert in Midtown. I was like, okay, she said she's gonna come, so whatever. 8 o'clock passes, she is not here. So I message her and say, hey, are you still coming? And she tells me, oh no, that she's in the Uber with her friend and she can't leave her friend. So she's not coming. I was like, but I wish you kind of would have told me that earlier because I kind of just, saved that entire day for her. Like I could have done other things, but I'm always like, okay, she's about to come anytime soon, Like I could have done other things. Like you could have told me. And I feel like this entire time I was the one reaching out to her asking when she was going to come. She never kept me updated if I didn't message her. And she was like, well, there's nothing I can do. I can't leave my friend by herself. So, we're just going to have to do it some other time. I was like, okay. But it's like, you keep bailing on me. This is the second time. And not only is she bailing on me, but I noticed during our conversations, she is very passive when I talk about my stuff, like my program, about, the Georgia State, the school. She's not attentive. But when she talks about her stuff, she wants me to be attentive. She wants me to know. And, I give my input as well, but it's like, yeah, it just feels one-sided. Everything's just feeling one-sided. And I remember just telling myself that I feel like she's kind of low-key not supportive. But I was like, it's okay. It's okay because I'm someone who I can encourage myself. I don't feed off of other people's encouragement because I really don't get encouragement like that from people. So I'm able to encourage myself. I'm able to go to God, to ask the Lord to help me. So I don't need it, but it would be fine. It would be good for my friend to, at least hear my stuff out. So Crystal is just, just weird with the whole thing. Crystal is just, yeah, she's something. Also during this time, I told myself I'm in Atlanta. I am an avid basketball watcher. I would like to go to the Hawks game, so I booked an appointment with sales agent representative with the Hawks organization, and just to talk about prize tickets of the game. And I didn't have a job, and I didn't have money, but I met up with her. I met up with her just to talk about, prices and season passes and stuff like that. And she gave me her card, letting me know if there was ever a time I was interested in purchasing tickets, I should let her know. And I said, I will, even though I didn't have a job. So that happened. I'm still struggling with my girl, y'all. I'm struggling with these homeworks. And fortunately for me, I was able to have a friend in the class. We're going to call her Amber. For the sake of the story, we're going to call her Amber. Amber was someone who was finishing up her program, her degree. The micro class was her last class, and she was working on her thesis to graduate in December of 2017. So me and her were talking how we're struggling in the class, and she told me she knows someone who took the class before. He's in the PhD program, and I should just tag along whenever he's tutoring her. And not only that, she was like, hey, I took like all the classes that you're taking right now. I can give you like my notes. And so she did. So she gave me her notes, super helpful. When it was time for tutorials, she would pick me up from downtown, and she was just so amazing. She felt like an angel. Okay. So yeah, Amber was great. Now, Crystal on the other hand, was, y'all, I just noticed that the friendship was just getting weird. So I go to church with Crystal and her roommate one Sunday, and I'm in their apartment, and Crystal's roommate, she tells us that a guy she used to talk to in the past messaged her out of the blue. 2 years later, he's messaging her, right? And he's like, what's up? And she, responds to his text message, and she tells him that she's in Atlanta. The guy says he's coming to visit in Atlanta, that they should, link up. And so she's telling us this. And I told her, I'm asking her, how come things didn't work out? And she said that the guy was really trying to sleep with her. And Crystal's roommate is a Christian. So she didn't want to, dishonor God. I'm like, okay, that's sweet. Yeah, don't dishonor God. Yeah, you did the right thing. But she's saying, should she link up with him when he comes? Should they hang out? And I told her I don't think so, because I just said, because if you think about it, you met this man 2 years ago. He was looking for sex. Out of the blue, 2 years later, he messages you and he tells you he wants to link up with you again. He's probably looking for sex 2 years later, So I was like, I think you should be careful with him, right? Crystal, on the other hand, says, what's the big deal? That if, they want to link up, they can hang out, it's no big deal. I'm like, yeah, it's no big deal, but he is looking for sex. So, and she doesn't want to have sex. So, and we just got into a debate. And to me, I thought the debate was a friendly back and forth of opposing views. I think she should be careful. I can't really tell her what to do, but my viewpoint is that she should be careful. If he was looking for sex 2 years ago, he's looking for sex now. So don't think anything changed. Just be careful. Crystal, on the other hand, doesn't see anything wrong in it. So we're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I notice as we're going back and forth, she is getting flustered. She's getting flustered by my opinion. And I don't understand why she doesn't understand where I'm coming from. I understand if you don't agree with what I'm saying, that's fine. You don't have to agree. But I don't understand why she doesn't understand what I'm saying. So we're going back and forth. And as we're going back and forth, she's flustered. The next thing you know, she calls me the B word. And I just like, what? Now, like I said, I thought it was a friendly debate. I don't know where this B word came from, out of nowhere in the debate. And at the same time, I'm thinking, is she joking? I'm like, yo, she's probably joking because it's not that serious. It's not that serious. So she calls me the B word, storms off into her room. I said, you know what? Let me go into her room to test to see if she was serious. So I go into her room and I tell her, I said, you call me the B word, like you're not going to apologize? And I'm smiling as I'm saying it. And this was her response. She says, no, I'm not going to apologize. And if you're looking for an apology, you're not going to get it from me. Now I'm pissed. I was like, oh, no. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. We can debate without calling names. And this is what she said to me. She says, are you the B word? I said, no. So why are you annoyed? Why are you mad? I said, you know what? She doesn't get it. So I step away. After I stepped away, she says, like probably 2 minutes after I stepped away, still in her room, she says to me, oh, now you don't want to talk to me. I said, you know what? So I went out. I went out her bedroom. I went to the living room. Now, mind you, her roommate is just sitting on the couch looking at us like, what is going on? And she starts telling me her mind that, oh, I'm sorry, for calling you the B word, but I just felt like what you said was stupid. Like it just sounded so dumb. And in my mind, I'm looking at her as she's saying it. And in my mind, I said, it's interesting that she thinks what I said was dumb because I believe what she said was less than smart. But I didn't say it though. Kept it to myself, But she was like, yeah, I'm just sorry. It's just like, you're just going in circles and it just like sounded so dumb. It's like, it was just so annoying. I just looked at her and I was like, okay. And here's the thing with me. I'm like, I'm not going to argue with my friend. Because to me, it wasn't that deep. And it wasn't even deep for her roommate. She just asked a question, So I said, you know what? I'm not going to argue with her. She apologized. I accept the apology. That's that. So, stupid. It's just nonsense. So that was that. Also, I'm still around Crystal and her roommate. And I remember her roommate telling me that before she joined her graduate program, she legally changed her name. I was like, you did? She's like, yeah. Right before I started the program, right before I moved to Atlanta, I changed my name. And I was like, how was the process? She was like, it was just a month. I was like, a month? She was like, yeah. Like, it really did not take long. And I was like, well, I'm in the process. Well, actually, I was not in the process, but I'm thinking about changing my name legally. I was just trying to wait to get into the program and see when. She was like, yeah, it really does not take long. And I said, you know what? You have encouraged me to really go ahead in this process of legally changing my name. Now we have Crystal, on the other hand, saying that she is not going to call me Adriel. Now, at this point, I'm already going by Adriel. I just haven't legally changed my name. She says she's not going to call me Adriel until she sees my birth certificate. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, I'm not going to call you Adriel until I see your birth certificate. That said, but I'm telling you, this is the new name I'm going by. Like, as a friend, you should respect my decision. She was like, I don't even know why you're changing your name, blah, 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 blah. Did your parents give you your name? I said, no, my parents actually did not name me. My grandmother did. So she was like, but still doesn't matter. Like, I'm not calling you until I see the name change. I'm not going to call you. Very weird. Getting weird vibes. I said, you know what? I haven't legally changed my name yet, so she can still call me by my old name. But if she still tries to call me by my old name after I legally changed my name, I'm not having it. Like, no, like, you're not going to be disrespectful, you know? So that was that with Crystal. Just, you know, and I feel like anytime I would come and visit her, there was always something. Something would always happen when I would visit her. It was just something. And I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe because of the school situation, like school programs hectic, you know, I'm in school too, so it's like maybe that's what's throwing this whole thing off. But yeah, so anyways, that happens. Micro exam is approaching on the 27th. I do not know anything in that class. I am super lost. Everybody seems to be lost. Amber picks me up during the week. We go to have tutorials with this PhD guy. Yeah, so all that happens. I still don't understand what's going on in the class. September 27 comes. It's the exam. I am lost. I am lost. But you know what? I'm gonna write something. Something is better than nothing. So I wrote what I wrote, and I said, if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't, you know? So that was that. The 30th, I'm going to, what's this thing called? I'm going to church with Crystal. And yeah, I'm just going to church with Crystal at this point. And yeah, so that's what happens in the month of September. That's what happens in the month of September. And just to do a little recap, September, I'm struggling with micro. Crystal, I don't understand what's going on. But yeah, it's just weird. Micro was weird. Crystal was weird. In the month of October, I'm going to talk about my results from the micro exam. I'm also going to talk about Crystal because her shenanigans did not stop in the month of September. So I'm going to talk about that. And yeah, so if you like this story, click the thumbs up, okay? Share with your friends. You know, just do the whole thing. Subscribe. Do it. Just do it, okay? And I will see you in my next